Am I the asshole? For no longer wanting to be in my sister's wedding after her request. My little sister is getting married next summer and is in the midst of wedding planning. As we are very different and live on opposite coasts, I am not really involved in planning, but occasionally she will share something with me for a reaction opinion. Yesterday she booked her photographer and we were going over other people's online wedding photos together when she made an odd request. She insisted we take photos in which my husband specifically does not appear, just in case. Not girls only, blood only, bridesmaids only without him, in case we split. I checked. I was honestly shocked and had to stop myself from suggesting we take photos without the groom then, since divorce seems such a likelihood these days, but it's completely put me off being there at all. We have a child together, we're married, never said an unkind word to each other. I see no reason to imply we would ever separate. Is this a sane ask? I've never been more than a simple wedding guest before, so perhaps I am being an Our little sister asked we take photos for wedding album where my husband specifically doesn't appear. I don't want to go to the wedding. Edit update. Thank you all for responding. I've decided to attend and we'll see what her intentions are on the spot and if she's specifically singling out my partner. That way, if she is, I can call her out in front of everyone. If she's not, just have a wonderful time. Not the asshole. What a weird request. I would say I understand if you had just been dating for a few months or something, but you're married. Go ahead and suggest to take pictures without the groom just in case. While you're at it, suggest pictures with your parents separately as well as the in-laws. Just in case. After all, divorce isn't just exclusive to the younger generations. There have been plenty of parents splitting up after the kids are grown. Not the asshole. It sounds like a dystopian nightmare. If things don't work out between you, he will be erased from your family history. Not the asshole. My husband is my family. He's the family I chose. If he isn't welcome, I don't feel welcome. Not in family photos, not specifically wedding, I always include everyone because that is our life at that moment, no matter what may change. It is very rude and disrespectful to exclude your husband from photos. Not the asshole. I think asking her to have the groom step out just in case is hilarious. You should get her to elaborate on why she wants to exclude your husband and the father of your child. There would need to be almost limitless variations of all wedding photos to account for the possibility of people getting divorced. She is acting strange and needs to further explain herself. Not the asshole. She's singling him out, and that's rude and tacky. She doesn't have to like your husband, but she has to accept him as your husband. Why is her marriage the only one guaranteed to last forever? Don't fly out and attend this wedding if this is her dumb and unnecessary. I'm the bride, so as I say, hill to die on. Not the asshole. I would not go because that's not only rude but deeply insulting. Not the asshole. Even if you split, is it the worst thing in the world to have a photo with your ex? Not the asshole. That's insane of her. I only appear in one of my still wedding photos. She had my son and her brother, my hubby, but refused to have me. Because she believed that despite being together for 8 years by that point, and married for 1, it was just a matter of time before we broke up, and I wasn't to ruin her day. All good. Fast forward nearly another 10 years, I am her kids' fav auntie by a lot. They keep asking why I am not in any of her wedding photos. And it's awkward as hell for her. Not the asshole. And why would you be? She insulted your relationship and you got put off. Partners are the family we choose, and 90 of the time we choose them over the family we don't, for better or worse. Choose your husband. Your sister sucks D. When my GF's mum got married, they had some photos without me, in which was fair enough as we'd been together less than a year, and when you're young it doesn't always last. But that is very different to me not being included now we've been together 25 years. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Is your husband significantly taller, more fit, more handsome than the groom? Akin to the bride getting to be the only woman in white. Perhaps the groom is self-conscious of your drop-dead exotic husband strutting his eye candy all over her photos. More information required, all of the photos or some of them? While it was classless for her to state it that way, most people take all sorts of photos at their wedding, so it's likely there would be many without him, or you. I'd been with my boyfriend, now husband, 6 months when we went to his brother's wedding. His mother insisted on me being in all the family pictures. I was mortified. We've now been together well over 20 years and married 15, so it's not an issue. But that was 6 months into a relationship. You guys are married with kids and I assume showing no sign of going separate ways. Even if you were to split up eventually, it would not negate the fact that he was there, or that he was part of your lives for a significant period of time. Not the asshole. I'm just curious, how did you react? Did you tell her she is being disrespectful? Please stand up for your husband and your relationship, either both of you are in picture or none. It is a really strange request, especially if you say you have a good relationship with your husband and never complain to her about him. Is she asking all of the other bridesmaids' friends to do a single picture just in case? Not the asshole. She shouldn't have invalidated your relationship like that. That's awful. What in the name of little green apples is that nonsense? That's what wedding photos are, a snapshot in time that honestly no one really looks at once the wedding is over. And why